Hello everybody and welcome back to Diecast and Dioramas. I am Joe, and today we will be playing a game. What scale is it? Is it? Actually, we're going to talk about scale and these cars, how to determine what scale a car is, because I often ask that question. Everybody likes to just call these all 1/64. This particular one right here by Matchbox, this 2010 Ford Transit Connect, says right on the bottom that it is 1/64. I don't know if you can really see that or not, but it tells you that it's 1/64 right on the bottom. Not every car tells you that. And if this is 1/64, and typically a van is a little bit bigger than a car. The 74 Charger is shorter, but yet this 71 Hemi Cuda is the same length as the van. And also, this fire truck is the same length as the Charger. When we know in real life that you will not find a car the same length as a truck in this aspect. You won't find, I don't have one here, but you won't find a car that's the exact same size as a semi-truck. Which actually, hold on one second. Okay, for me that was
forever.
not for you though, thankfully. Anyways, going through what I have, I found this semi, which the best I can guess or figure out is it's modeled after a early 70s Kenworth, possibly Peterbilt, flat nose semi without an sleeper on it. But as the example, the car is bigger than the semi. Obviously we know that's not true. This one actually is most likely from the 1988 Workhorses. Originally put out in 1973 as a red line, but of course this one's not a red line, but because it has the words Hot Wheels on it and not the flame symbol, we know that this is from at least 88 or earlier. That's a way to date your casting to know if it came out before. I forget if it's 87 or 88, but that's when they switched over to this flame symbol on the bottom. So if you do have the box letters, it is an older casting. So if it says, can't read it very well, but up in there it says 1973. But if it said 1973 and it has the flames on it, then it came out after the 80s. But anyways, what I can best guess, like I said, this is a Kenworth or a Peterbilt. And doing some research on the internet as to the length of these, they're 120 inches long, which is just a little over 3 meters in length. And if we measure it, we get 58.4 millimeters is our length on it, which comes out to 0.0584. Now if we take the actual length of the car, this particular truck, which like I said is 3.48, and back up, 3.048 meters, and we divide that by 0.0584 meters, because it was 58.4 millimeters. It comes out to this right here is 52. This is 1/52nd scale to the real thing. That's pretty much how you figure out the scale. For these others, I've already looked it up. This one, this 1974 Dodge Charger, is 5.41 meters, and when I measure it out, it's 78.2 millimeters. And if we take the, again, like I said, the 5.41 meters divided by 0.0782 meters, because it is 78.2 millimeters long. This one is 1/69th scale. After doing everything that I've figured these out, this is 1/69th scale. This Hemi Cuda is 1/67th scale. This fire engine is 1/110th scale. Its original length is, or real life length is 8.35 meters. It's 75.7 millimeters, which comes out to 0.0757 meters. Again, you divide that the way I showed here and you come out to 110. Now the one that, this 1980 Dodge Power Wagon 200, this one comes out to be 1/68th scale. So these ones here, 1/69th, 1/68th, 1/67th, they're relatively close in size, but you can still see the differences as to what they would be. In real life, this car is 4.7 meters long, and this one's 5.4 meters long. So it's a whole meter longer. So that's really close to what it is. But that fire truck should be way bigger if it was a 1/64 scale. Now back to this one that Matchbox says is 1/64th. I looked it up, and for this Ford Transit, it is, according to the internet, 181 inches, which comes out to 4.5974 meters, which we can just call that 4.6 meters, or 4.6 meters. And measuring it, from the length, we get 71.6 millimeters, which comes out to 0.0716. So if we take this 4.5974 and we divide it by the 0.0716, we get 1/64th scale. So this is a true 1/64th scale. maybe not true, because there is a 0.12569, etc., etc., etc. But that's as close as you're going to get with some of these. So I just wanted to do a quick video, hopefully it was quick, to explain how to figure out scale. My little cheat sheet. Looking up on some things, which I did want to mention. For the truck, this particular truck, this 1980 Dodge Power Wagon, the only specifications that I could find on it is the wheelbase, which is essentially hub to hub. That's the wheelbase on it. And this one came out, excuse me, to 48.3 millimeters. And when I did the math on that one, it came out to 1.6 or 1/68 scale based on the wheel hub. That may not be 100% accurate, because you do sometimes have to question, did they do the body in the correct scale to what the wheelbase would be? But I could not find a bumper to bumper dimensions on this particular truck. So I do hope you found that video helpful on how to judge scale. Excuse me. But the other thing that I do want to note is these cars are still made to, as I like to say it, A scale. In other words, even if it's a fantasy car like the Red Baron or the Beatnik, well, the Beatnik Bandit was made after a real car. But as everybody knows, a Red Baron car was made off Tom Daniel model, and it's to scale. In other words, you could measure the smaller car and then scale it up, and everything, the width, the wheelbase, the height, where the headlights go, where the taillights go, the windows, everything is to a scale, even though these are designed more to go on a track where everything is the same width, regardless of length and height. So my guess would be that the way they came up with this other stuff, dimensions of the length and the height of the car, basically they narrowed the scale of the width of the car down to where it would fit the track, and then scaled everything else to that. So the car is mostly to scale until you start getting into certain fantasy cars, or they take liberty to make things fit and work. Like, it's very possible that to be the scale, these tires might not have fit in that fender, and that's why these fender wells could be abnormally large if you compare it to a real car. So I do hope that helped. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, be good to one another.